I praise this $1.67 fat loss app so much that they should pay me commission. This app is Yazio. So Yazio, if you are watching this, pay me. Give me some money because I'm telling all people about Yazio. Yazio has helped me to lose 42 kilos. 42 kilos. Yazio is a calorie counting app, and Yazio has helped me to become more conscious of what I'm eating and how much I'm eating actually. Because just ask yourself the question, do you actually know how many calories your body needs on a daily basis? And do you know how many calories you are actually eating? So precisely eating? Probably not. I didn't know as well. It is not your fault. But counting my calories, and especially Yazio, was a huge help in this journey, and I lost 42 kilos. If you want to know more about how I lost 42 kilos, go into the description and check out my free PDF I made. One of the steps actually is counting your calories with Yazio. Before we go into actually how calorie counting goes, I want to teach you a bit about calories, because you probably don't know your calorie needs on a daily basis, and you don't know how much you actually should eat. And the first thing you have to know is your maintenance calories. Other words, your TDEE, your total daily energy expenditure. This is the amount of calories your body needs on a daily basis just to maintain your current weight. This number is obviously different for everyone, so it differs based on your age, your gender, your height, your activity level. You can calculate your maintenance calories if you go to, for example, calculator.net or any other TDEE, Total Daily Energy Expenditure calculating website. Here you can add all your data, everything, and the system will calculate it for you automatically. I'm a 27-year-old man, 90 kilograms, 184 centimeters tall, and I do exercise 6 times a week. And in this way, calculator.net gave me the number that my body needs 2,936 calories on a daily basis. Okay, so this is how much I need if I want to maintain my weight. But we want to lose weight, or we want to lose fat, right? So we want to eat less than this. And now Yazio and calorie counting comes in the picture, because otherwise, how would you know it that how much are you eating? You just have this bowl of food in front of you. You don't really know the calories. You don't know what's in it. So Yazio is so amazing that you can take a picture of your food, and the AI app that's built inside will calculate all your calories and everything that you need. Obviously, this is not super punctual, but I've made a few tests, and from my experience, this is all I was doing for years and years and years, just taking pictures of my food, and I'm still losing fat, still to this day. You become more conscious of what you are eating, because probably you don't even realize how many calories are in the food that you are actually eating. You buy that pastry at your local coffee shop or Lidl or Aldi or anywhere in the morning, but you don't even realize that this small pastry has 400 calories inside. Maybe you use a lot of butter, maybe you butter your bread, and then you realize that just this small amount of butter makes a huge difference. Maybe you put milk in your coffee every single morning, let's just say 2 deciliters of milk, and then you realize that if you have 3 coffees a day, if you drink 6 deciliters of milk, maybe this 6 deciliters of milk is actually 500 to 600 calories. Every food group that you can think of is built in the app, because you can not only take a photo of what you are eating, you can also scan the barcode of the product that you are using. Everything is inside. You can scan the barcode on the carton of the milk, on the cheese you are eating, on basically everything that you want. You can put your widget on your main screen on your phone or even on your lock screen. This is what I do. And you can follow along of how much you are eating on a day. And if you are below the TDE, the total daily energy expenditure or maintenance calories that you calculated before, you will lose fat no matter what, because you are in a calorie deficit. If you do this constantly for weeks and weeks and weeks, you will see a huge progress. But this whole fat loss thing is not possible if you don't know actually how much you are eating. For me, this was a game changer. And actually, I started to make a game out of this whole thing. Every day that I was under my daily calorie need, so this means I was a calorie deficit, I pat myself on the back and I felt that yes, now I am one step closer to my goal of achieving this goal of actually losing all this fat than I have on myself. The other great thing about Yazio is there were all these recipes inside in the app that I could use when I started cooking, and this was so easy because the app actually tells you how much you need of each ingredient, how to make it, how much to cook it for. I could make amazing meals for myself in just 30-40 minutes, so the excuse that I don't have any time to cook was out of the window. When I started to go to the gym, I needed more protein, obviously, for my muscles. So there is actually a high protein section in Yazio as well. So I could make my high protein meals. If you are a vegan or a vegetarian, there are options for that as well. Anything you desire. This is only designed for you to be more conscious of what you are eating, how much you are eating. And once you get the ball rolling, and once you realize that basically you were ruining your diet and everything, with the small pastries, with the milk, with the butter, with the small ingredients you don't even think of, or even just a slice of cheese. Do you know how many calories are in a slice of cheese? You would be shocked if I told you. Sometimes a bigger slice of Gouda cheese has 100 calories, and maybe you eat 2 or 3 at a time. You could do everything perfectly in your diet and you feel that you are basically starving yourself because you don't eat. Maybe you just eat once or twice a day, but you are eating the wrong food. There are all these hidden calories inside that you normally wouldn't realize unless you consciously count your calories. Let's just say now you are eating white bread. You can replace it for sourdough bread or whole grain bread. Less calories, much healthier for you. Maybe you see that cheese has a lot of calories, you cut this out. Maybe you don't put milk in your coffee, and the only thing you will realize is you will eat basically the same amount of food. You will just be smaller, you will be thinner because you are cutting out all these really high calorie ingredients from your diet. I would still advise you, if you go on this path, that you will be better off in your fat loss journey if you don't starve yourself. And Yazio can also be a huge help in this direction, because then, let's just say, one of my go-to meals when I was doing the diet was potatoes, chicken, and some vegetables. Potatoes and chicken alone will get you really full. So you don't have this idea of, oh, I have to starve myself or I have to eat salads. Yes, you can eat potato and chicken, because let's just say 200 grams of potatoes and 150 grams of chicken breast has like 400 calories. And this is an amazing meal for you. Like if you eat it for lunch, if you eat it for dinner, you will be full for hours. But let's just say you order a salad or something. You say, oh, how healthy I am because I'm eating a salad, I'm on a diet. But only the dressing or the salad dressing you put on your salad is 100, 200 calories because it's full of sugar. Maybe the juice you drink every morning, the orange juice, you think it's so healthy, but it's full of sugar and it's full of calories. These are all the things that you will realize once you start actually counting your calories. You will have this superpower, like I did, where you can look at the plate that's in front of you and you kind of guess how many calories are inside. You will also know, if you start cooking, that how it's made. So what am I saying? If you see something fried, you also know that it has some bread in it, because if it's fried, you know, it has this like outside crust. It's usually made out of bread and it's made in oil. So it has a lot of oil in it. It's usually more calories. So you will substitute the fried things for the plain things. Let's just say some grilled chicken breast. You will choose the brown rice, for example, instead of the white rice, because it has less calories. All these substitute things, you will realize slowly if you count your calories and you become more aware of your eating. Eating for me was a pleasure and not something I really took consciously. Eating for me was something that would give me happiness and not something that was a tool for me to fuel myself, to have motivation, to have energy. But actually, if you pay attention to what you are eating and what are you putting in your body, you will feel much better. You will have more energy, and you will be just proud of yourself because you are actually conscious in this huge area of your life, which is eating. And it will feel so good to have a huge meal and be full, and knowing that this huge meal that you just had only had like 400 to 500 calories inside. If you are trying to lose fat, this will be an amazing tool for you. So go ahead, download Yazoo. I'm not paid, so I don't get any advertisement from any payment from Yazoo. Download the app. This is what I'm telling everyone. Pay for the yearly subscription, because this will allow you to unlock like certain functions, and then just start counting your calories every single day. If you have a plate of food, take a picture, or if you are actually putting it together yourself, let's just say you have 3 eggs, some bread in the morning, or some vegetables, you can measure them on a kitchen scale and you can put them in the system, because a lot of stuff are already there. So if you like type in like sourdough bread, you type in eggs, it will be inside perfectly with all the calories that you need. And just be conscious, pay attention to what you are eating, and then get the ball rolling. After a couple of months, you won't even touch a buttered sandwich, you won't even touch some fried stuff, and you will never think about drinking sugary soda like a Coke or something, because this is not a good value for you when you are counting calories. I hope this was useful for you. Download my free PDF in the description, and see you in the next episode. Ciao.